think. But I can't...
Yeah, no, you might be right.
Yeah, it should. I mean, Complexity got one win. It was against Wings, and it was a bit of a strange game. I thought Complexity got it mostly because of the draft, and even there they struggled.
Oh, catching out Hanskin there with the snowball forward, looking to burst him, and they will with the heal bomb. That's going to be your first blood there for the side of Secret. Nice 5-man smoke up. And
What do you like more, gloves or milk?
oh, you got me milk.
I think me too. Well, in Minsk?
Well, what was Timothy?
I mean, it's pretty cold here. I think over here I might go for the gloves.
That's true, yeah. So Hansken is technically in his element here. Towards the mid lane. We're seeing if he can get a look in onto Limp. Down the sentry, and won't quite catch the wall, but he leads himself in with the snowball. A little bit deeper now with the Siphon. Puppy has to walk this off and ends up taking a hell of a lot of damage at the same time. Top lane, Complexity get a kill onto Dazzle.
Dire's bottom tower.
Because if you got the shards as well, you block them in, you get the heal bomb, that kind of...
There we go. They're going to try again. They've got a bit of a better angle onto them. Here with the Stone Strike and the heal bomb, they should be able to get this one. The Spirit Siphon, not enough heals to keep him alive, and this time the gank is successful though. The side is Secret.
Yeah, and he's going to get very close
But
to
at the same time, Weaver. Z-Freak is there, and actually Puppy a little bit scared. Yeah, with the Witch Doctor as well, they need to be careful of the side Secret. They do have Weaver coming in. In fact, they want to fight. Weehaw going in with the cold snap onto Limb, but there's the Magic Missile onto the Invoker. Weehaw being chased down and drop a Meteor, but with the right clicks, Z-Freak will go down. Limb, can he find the return kill? He does, so they will get the trade there, but unable to find anything else. Meanwhile, at the same time, just a bit to the north, Puppy did get the kill onto the Witch Doctor, so making a 2-for-1.
And I think that depending on how far you go with Timber Chain, it can increase the damage of the impetus.
Oh, that is a big stomp there, stopping Misery's Timber Chain out, and Z-Freak to follow through with a Magic Missile. And
It's still gonna make Limp feel a lot less safe in his lane.
oh, they want to go for Misery here. They're going to try and wrap around. They've got the Magic Missile into the Centaur Stomp, and look at the damage from this impetus. You know that they've done this before. Complexity know exactly how to run this duo.
Is he defending himself from dying? Actually, I think he might be just going to fight. And this time the snowball's not going to be on its
Oh,
own.
Hanskin in a lot of trouble. Didn't expect that. Straight through. No mercy for Secret. They burst down the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, and that's a scary... I was thinking of Tuskens and...
At the same time... Okay. So Invoker killed Death Prophet, and Enchantress, she Hadouken the Invoker.
Dire's top tower.
I guess
is
so,
under attack.
yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, because Enchantress
Yeah.
definitely wasn't there herself
No. So, things going a little bit haywire all across the map at the same
in the game, and it'll be interesting to see if that Enchantress ends up with a BKB, which was, I think, a talking point of the previous game, that he didn't buy one.
Misery trying to move in onto Spindles and burst him down, and he'll do it.
Talk about that,
Yeah.
that spell damage. Get something going.
Oh, Envy. Went right under the tower for this one, and it will time that straight back out. They'll steal the Forge Spirit. We can see Puppy trying to fight up against the bear. Chessie hang around on the sideline. Here comes Complexity, moving in full force. They're going to see if they can find someone. They get the silence out. The impetus onto Weehaw. Do they have the control? They're the swap. Bringing Weehaw back. They do have a shallow grave now with a snowball. Going straight back in. Weehaw looking for the TP out, but the paralyzing cask is there. The impetus onto Puppy. Puppy's going to go down as well as Weehaw. 2 kills there for the side of Complexity. They've got the push here with that exorcism to go for a tier 1. Fortification will come out, but it looks
I mean, it can actually be disastrous for a team if you try and contest, like, desperately, everyone go from the rest of the map, get there, and they still get rushed. So I think it's actually a sign of just Secret being quite calm in the face of they're getting rushed, whatever, we get as much value as we can.
2 tier 1s for it, so not burst of trades and all dear.
Dire's structures are
Timbersaw
fortified.
getting caught out. If there's going to be an opening for them to go on. He, of course, looking on the bus bottom lane. Weehaw, he's caught out the Enchantress. Swindles, maybe in a bit of trouble. He's actually going to steal one of the Forge Spirits now. Weehaw does need a bit of backup if he wants to try and go for the kill. And in fact, he's got to run. Look at the impetus damage. Forcing back this Invoker. The shards, Swindles. Can he game this one while there's 4 heroes? Looks like Secret closing in. And Puppy can't quite get the ultimate off there. Swindles walks away in time before the attack animation gets through. And now, yeah, Complexity, they're the ones with backups now. Puppy caught out. Magic Missile into the impetus. Is another kill here for Swindles. At the same time, you have Chessie just forcing Misery right back down the lane. You know, before Complexity were able to react.
But look at Secret response there, split pushing as usual. Although...
He's out.
gets out and he's safe, and Envy goes back to farming. It's not a very interactive game plan from Secret, but I think it's the correct one.
Oh, Misery. He needs to be very, very careful. Adam, he might be out of luck. I think he's dead. He's going to try and get himself onto the side. The bear actually dying as it dies too long, so Misery will live. Now it's Secret with the answer coming forward, but Liv, he's got Exorcism, and Puppy Victor, look at this impetus hits, just bursting through the man. He's goal rooted, there is a shallow grave, but this man's a dead man. Puppy's gone for 40 seconds, and Complexity,
It's a lot of stalling.
take the tier 2.
It's a lot of stall. There was 2 graves in a row. He just graved the Timber, then he graved the Tusk, so a lot of saving, a lot of time made for Eternal Envy. And DP is this has got to be level 2 ulti by now, right?
It is, yeah, Lucius level 13. Yeah.
So they're gonna try and get as much as they can before the ulti runs out, but I think it's out quite soon. It's out now.
Oh, I catch out the bear and I'll screw with him. There'll be a swap onto Weeha as a freak though now. Now that Weaver has got that Deso doing a fair bit of damage, and this could be the turnaround fight. Chasing down the side of Complexity, gets Handscared. Envy, slowly but surely doing it. They've got pretty much no armor, and that's another one. Swindles will be able to get himself out.
Yeah, and again, it's like XD got to the enemy base, and they were like the biggest moment of the game for them so far. Because the Aegis is there, it's not really that big. But we still see the Exorcism, and I don't know if Secret fight into it or if they try to do like they did before, wait it off.
Oh, swap onto Puppy, silenced up. I think. Did he just try and smoke?
Sure.
It's looking a bit of messy at the moment. Secret Misery's trying to come in, try and do something in return. Swindle's just sitting there, dishing out the damage with this impetus. Bam, bam, bam. 2 dead on the side of Secret. Weeha does yours himself. You've got Envy cleaning up on the back lines though. Has already found himself a double kill. Looking for Handscare, will get the triple. Envy on his Weaver. Pretty much recovering the game here for Secret, and this could be huge if they can get the 4th. Swindles, an incredibly high priority target. He's only died once this game, and Envy looking to make sure that it becomes a second. In fact, the Tornado is going to be the one that finishes off. Goes through, takes him down. Double kill for Weeha. Triple kill for Envy. The cores are coming online, they're certainly doing it, and suddenly Envy now with 4.2k gold on top of the Dessa.
Their big tool.
And Secret off the back of that, suddenly knocking on the racks on this bottom lane. There'll be a buyback from Enchantress. They've lost the range racks. Did a good shot at the melee. It's going to be the time that's used by Weaver. Lincoln's has been popped as well. Weaver, shallow grave up. He's got to get himself out of it. He's still ticking down low. He could be in trouble. He's silenced up, and Envy down for 70 seconds. Going from top of the charts to bottom of the charts there with his performance. And now a very vulnerable position for Secret to be in. 60 seconds without the Weaver.
He doesn't have buyback, right?
No.
He just bought the min
No
shot.
buyback on the man.
Enchantress used buyback, so I guess submit or Puppy get out. I don't think so.
There's your route, and that is also tossed out. He himself, no buyback as well.
It's definitely a blunder for Envy. I feel like it's so difficult for them to kill him. That if he doesn't have buyback, he really just shouldn't be dying. He's got to be more careful, and I think it's probably on him a bit and on Secret in general. If Complexity gets, I don't know, a racks here.
Got 30 seconds to go for the push, and they do have a fortification. See what he can do in terms of holding him. Whoa. Okay, well that's bad. Misery wasn't even in the base. He was still trying to do something bottom, and they just end up straight up killing him. Weeha looking for the defense, going in onto the bear. There's a Sunstrike, he's not going to connect. Chelsea will keep the man alive.
Because the Enchantress and the Avenge went for the Timbersaw, that means they definitely can't go for the high ground though. So
as we saw, he's got to be very careful and aware that this Venge has got that Shadow Blade.
So I wonder if, like, maybe the players...
Let's try for the collar, but straight away, the route onto Weeha, silence as well. Secret, they've been rumbled here with this attempt. They throw down the ice cloud. They do trap Lim. Not rolling, but they actually go on the snowball onto the lone druid bear. Bear falling low. They should be able to get in. They do. French got it for Weeha. But look at the cars bouncing between the two of them. Invoker getting taken down. Impetus 1-2 shotting Pylai die. Double kill for Swindles. And now with the Exorcism up, Complexity could look to try and go for a set of racks in the mid lane. There's no fortification here for the side of Secret. Weeha does have buyback there.
Secret really overextended there. I think Envy told them that there were 2 people ganking him top, and they tried to go in, and then they suddenly realized actually Complexity's all here.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
BKB actually being popped by Weeha here as they look to try and take down the bear. This will be the second time here. He doesn't have a resummon for 85 seconds. That's the bear gone. They get the bear down. Now they're looking for their owner itself. Jesse being caught out in the tree line, jumping forward. They will find him. Handscan able to TP out. Jesse Still, it'll take him a bit of time, but Envy does chase him. Now with the Scooch, he gets himself a double kill as he also picked up the Venge in that fight. So again, Secret, they just every time I need, they find themselves the kills. Bottom lane, they're going in with the bonus to travel on the Timbersaw, on the Invoker. They've caught out Liv. Can they get themselves the kill? Yeah, with the right click, the physical damage is too much. They get themselves the DP kill. Buyback from the Vengeful Spirit. The other two do have buyback available as well. Swindles looking to get himself in position from the back. As King Glimmer caped up, Shadowblade, they'll close it on to Weehan, they get the kill. That's the dieback here on the Invoker. Weaver, Envy trying to fight. They've got a sentry down here. Running missile in 4 seconds, but it's not soon enough. The Who Stop though, that could be enough. Swindle's just right clicking him down. The time lapse is there though, and now Envy's turning. There's 4 dead at the moment on the side of Complexity, could soon to be 5. Swindles gets Chakram by Misery. They do take him down. He's now down for 85 seconds. They don't have buyback on the Enchantress, they don't have it on the Vengeful Spirit. They do have it on the other 3.
But DP doesn't have ulti even if she buys back.
Slowly after he's back up. Fortification coming out here though. We've already seen the pushing power of this Weaver with the Deso. The Moonshines can make short work here of the Rags, and Misery just jumps straight in here. Hit the bear, gets stuck with the roof, but therefore gets laid down, but Misery going to be able to walk it off the Ghost Scepter. So the Death Ward effectively useless here from Hanskin. Punch the bear, and again this would be the bear dying again. That's just been resummoned, so that is bear down for 100 seconds. Complexity, after really giving Secret a run for their money for what seems to be the entire game, suddenly just really falling apart.
Because you're suddenly just all there because of the smoke.
And they throw out their spells mid to give the impression that they are still there. And here's the deep wraparound into the base from them. And look at the jump to Chessie. coL's now definitely class connects, and here we go. Go straight forward. The Glimmer Cape will come out. Chessie falling rather low. Misery outside with the paralyzing cast, and Limp coming in with the exorcism. The Siphon as well. Puppey snowballing straight into the man, but the BKB comes out with the Death Prophet, starting to force back the side of Secret out of the base.
If they can wait out the DP ulti, they can probably just go back.
In fact, I think Envy, well, Weeha just realised he could just turn and right click him. Limp getting incredibly low, but the stun onto Weeha. He'll use himself out. There's a shallow grave out onto him, but Weeha could still be in trouble. He's still got the Aegis. He wants to use it, and he will. That's going to be him going down, but they did get the kill onto the Death Prophet. Death Prophet does have buyback. Snowball onto Swindles. Misery still trying to go ham here against the boys, against Hanskin. Hanskin now out of mana. Weeha gets himself a double kill as he takes down the Enchantress, and the Enchantress does not have buyback. Misery escaping by the skin of his teeth. And this could be the fight the Secret were looking for. They're forced out of buyback already, and they have killed the Enchantress for good. Limp with the Siphon, but look at the damage from Evie. He's been silenced. Lincoln's blocking the magic missile. V is safe, going back out. That should be the swamp hit, bringing Weeha across, but Puppey, he's going in incredibly deep. Snowballs forward. Death Ward coming out from Hanskin onto Puppey. Puppey will just get himself out of there. He survives. Death Ward not going to catch anyone else. The Secret able to reposition themselves away from Witch Doctor. The MP is going to clip onto Chessie. Misery trying to go forward. This man, a bit of a madman, playing around with minimal health. The cast comes out, the Crypt Swarm as well with the Radiance Burn. Misery's going to go down, ends up killing himself there. But not physically, as he doesn't get the deny out, and Complexity will be credited with the kill, but space, I guess, created. They found the melee right to the mid. BKB popped by Envy, looks for the right click straight away onto the Death Prophet. And the buyback now from Misery. The Sunstrike, in fact, after you're finishing off Death Prophet. Chessie's going to get bursted down. There's 4 dead on the side of Complexity. Definitely blasted the right click. They'll get Hanskin as well. There are buybacks available, and they will use them, but they're being mega creeps. Secret now with the edge, looking to the tier 4s. It's been an incredibly messy game here from the side, but GG is called by Complexity. Secret will find that win that they were desperately searching for, but I think they've got a bit of talking to do as a team after that game. Scam.
Yeah, I think Complexity end up, to me, from this tournament where they might perform a lot better. Secret, on the other hand, gets to live another day. They get to go into that Wings game with the opportunity to